They say high school is where you find yourself. For me, it's where I found trouble. And then, I found her. And everything changed. For better, and definitely for worse. This isn't your typical high school romance. Not by a long shot. I was 18. A senior high student in Fairview, Quezon City. Yeah, the smartest in my batch. Teachers knew it. My classmates knew it. But I was also the biggest pain in the neck. Arrogantly bad, all the time. I loved making trouble. Hurting people with my words, sometimes with my fists. Sleeping in class, cutting classes just to stare at the sky, doing absolutely nothing. It was my way of saying, I don't care. No sob story here. No hidden trauma. I just was bad. And I liked it. Or so I thought. Until one day, my world, my perfectly chaotic world, was completely turned upside down. Our class advisor, Ma'am Santos, made an announcement. She was leaving, going abroad for good, and replacing her, temporarily, was Lyza Nasino, a 21-year-old education student. Our new substitute teacher, here for her OJT. The moment she walked in, I was stunned. Lyza was beautiful. Not just pretty for a teacher, but genuinely, breathtakingly beautiful. Her smile, her calm presence, every bit of my usual bravado just melted away. Bluntly speaking, I had a crush on her. A massive, overwhelming crush. This wasn't just some fleeting teenage infatuation. This felt different. And that difference made me act out even more. In the following days, I did everything for her to notice me. My usual bad behavior escalated. I'd be too loud while she was teaching, interrupting constantly, just to get her eyes on me. During break time, I'd bully someone, steal their lunch, just to cause a scene near her. It was stupid, I know now, immature. But at 18, it was the only way I knew how to stand out, to get her attention. She tried to ignore it, but I was relentless. I pushed her buttons, testing her patience. I wanted her to see me, to acknowledge me, even if it was with anger. Anything was better than being invisible to her. Finally, Lyza had it. One afternoon, after class, she quietly told me to stay. Behind, my heart pounded. This was it. She finally noticed me. But what now? She invited me for a one-on-one talk in the empty classroom. At first, I was hesitant to talk. How could I? I'd done all this just for her to notice me. Now that she had, I felt exposed, awkward. She asked me why I was always making trouble, why I was wasting my intelligence. She genuinely sounded concerned, not just annoyed. And that's when it hit me. I didn't have a sad backstory, no traumatic excuse for my actions. I was just really bad, and really, truly, deeply into her. The words just came out before I could stop them. I mustered all the confidence I had, looked her straight in the eye, and said, "I like you, ma'am." Silence. Then, shock. Her cheeks went bright red, a deep blush spreading across her face. Lyza didn't know what to do. She just stammered, "Phillip, stop joking around, or I will call your parents and send you to the guidance office." But I didn't flinch. I held her gaze, my voice steady. Who said I was joking? The defiance, the honesty, it was all there. She looked genuinely annoyed, but also something else I couldn't quite place. She sent me back to my chair. I watched her, blushing as she sat back at her desk. I saw her glance at me, then quickly look away. I saw her dismiss the thought, almost violently. He is a student, I imagined her thinking, but I knew I had cracked something. More days passed. We never spoke personally again, not outside of class recitations. The tension in the room, at least for me, was palpable. Every glance, every accidental touch, felt charged. Then, one afternoon, as Lyza was leaving after her OJT, I noticed a huge crowd outside the school gate. No jeepneys, no buses. A massive PUV strike. Everyone was stranded. The problem was, she needed to get home early. She still had a lot of assignments to do for her own university classes. She looked genuinely stressed, standing there, clearly at a loss. I spotted her in the crowd, looking small and overwhelmed. I walked up to her. "Ma'am," I said, trying to sound casual. "I live that way. Your neighborhood is along the way to my place. We could walk together." She looked surprised. "Oh no, Phillip, it's fine. I'll figure it out." But I didn't leave her. Sighed, just looked at her, patiently, waiting for her to agree. I knew she had no other choice anyway, and she did. She sighed, a little defeated. "All right, fine." So, we started walking. 45 minutes, through the busy streets of Fairview, the sun starting to set. We talked, surprisingly, easily, not about school, but about life. Her studies, my plans, or lack thereof. I saw another side of her, a bit more relaxed, less teacher, more Lyza. Suddenly, the sky opened up. A heavy downpour. Everyone around us scrambled for cover. Without thinking, I took off my jacket and immediately held it over Lyza's head, sheltering her as best I could. We laughed, soaked to the bone, running through the rain. Luckily, we were just a few blocks from her apartment. She looked at me, shivering slightly, her eyes sparkling. "Phillip, you're drenched." She invited me in, just for a quick coffee, she said. As a thank you for being a gentleman, I obviously obliged. My heart was thudding. Coffee, just coffee. I hoped for more, but dared not breathe it. One coffee turned into two, then into long conversations. We talked for hours, the rain drumming against her window. The unspoken tension between us grew, thick and undeniable. That night, the lines blurred. The teacher-student barrier, the age difference, my reputation. It all faded away. We shared a powerful, intimate connection, driven by a raw, undeniable attraction that had been simmering for weeks, and that was just the beginning. After that night, it was a whirlwind. We found every chance we could to be together, to share those private moments, even at school, in places no one would think to look, driven by a hunger we couldn't control. It was reckless, dangerous, but it felt so right, so consuming. She was my escape, my everything. My world revolved around her, the bad boy act. It just melted away when I was with her. Weeks passed like this, a secret life hidden behind school walls and stolen moments. One day, Lyza looked at me, her eyes serious. "Phillip," she asked, her voice soft, "what are we?" I didn't hesitate. "You're my world, Lyza," I told her. "The only thing that makes sense," and I meant it. She was my reason for everything, my future, my present, my entire universe. But our secret, a secret so intense, was fragile. I had a rival in class, Dom. He always hated me. He was smart, ambitious, and utterly jealous of the attention I got, even the negative kind. Dom had noticed something. Little glances, lingering goodbyes. One afternoon, he decided to follow us. He found our secret spot, a secluded part of the school grounds no one ever checked. He filmed the whole thing on his phone. Our intimate moments, captured, exposed. My heart sinks even now, thinking about it. He waited for the perfect moment to strike. The next morning, it all exploded. Dom, with that smug look, marched straight to the principal's office. Showed them the video. There was no denying it. No way out. The principal, a stern, unyielding man, called me in. The video played. His face turned to stone. There was no shouting, just a quiet, final condemnation. "Phillip, you're expelled." Then came the news about Lyza. She was gone. Fired. Her OJT terminated. Her future as a teacher in jeopardy. All because of me. Because of us. My choices had destroyed her career, her dreams. I tried to find her, to apologize, to make things right, but she vanished. Changed her number, moved apartments. I heard through the grapevine she went back to her province, shattered. She wanted nothing to do with me. My arrogance, my need for attention, my reckless pursuit of a forbidden love. It cost us everything. It cost me my education. But more importantly, it cost Lyza her future. And our secret, passionate world came crashing down. The lesson. Sometimes, desire blinds you. Sometimes, being bad isn't just about rebelling. It's about hurting the very people you claim to care about. And sometimes, the consequences are irreversible. I eventually finished high school through an alternative learning system. Got my diploma. I'm doing okay now, building a life. But the memory of Lyza and the damage I caused, it's a wound that never truly heals. Every now and then, I wonder where she is. If she ever became a teacher. If she ever found happiness. I hope she did. And I hope, one day, she can forgive the arrogant, reckless boy who loved her too much, and too stupidly. This is my story. It's a reminder that actions have consequences, especially when hearts are involved. If my story resonated with you, please like this video and share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want to hear more raw, honest stories about the messy, complicated sides of life, make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell. Until next time, take care.